Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to see about Rust documentation and Rust doc. So first of all we will see what is documentation. Second we will see why Rust documentation is special. After that we will meet Rust doc. Even we will see a practicals also how we can write documentation step by step in a simple words and this is what we will see. Okay, so you can think like if you want to learn about documentation or how to create documents in Rust, or you want to know about creates.io, then you can watch this video. So yeah, let's begin this video. The first point is what is documentation. So we will try to understand this documentation with one story, and in this story there is one kid and one teacher. Okay, so a kid asked to a teacher that, "Sir, what is documentation? It sounds boring." The teacher says that, "Boring? No way. Think of it like a storybook of your code. When you buy a new toy, it comes with manual, how to use it, right? Same with coding. Documentation is a manual for Rust. I hope you understand what is documentation and why it's important. Okay, like why every kids used to take documentation while purchasing any toy or something else. Okay, okay. Next, we will see why Rust documentation is special. See, Rust docs are like a magic guidebook because they are super easy to read. They are explained in a well manner and they are properly arranged. Everything you can find in a proper well manner. Okay, I hope you have understand about why we can say a Rust documentation is special. It help developers. Okay, now we will see Rust doc. So what is Rust doc and how we can create Rust doc? We will see it right now. See, when you write a code, okay, in VS Code or any another code editor, what exactly you do? You write comments, right? And those comments help other developers to read, even you to understand after 1 or 2 months when you are completely unaware about the functions, right? The comments will help you to understand what exactly about this function is, right? So you write code comments just like a note. Rust doc magically turn it into a website. Okay, so now till we have seen theory, now it's time for how we can create a Rust doc. So you can see currently I'm on my Ubuntu system, and let's create here one project. So I will go to the file manager, and here I will go to the documentation and I will open an integrated terminal here. Okay, our terminal is ready. So let me increase the font size. So now first of all what you need to do, just to check here cargo version. So for that write cargo hyphen hyphen version. Okay, as you do, the versions will be print out in our terminal. Now next is here we will create our one project. Okay, so as we have seen in previous videos how we can create a project, there's a simple command that is cargo and new and the name of the project, whatever we need to give our folder name. So we can say right now here the folder name will be, okay, learn, and if I hit enter you can see our project is created. If I do here ls, you can see a learn folder is there. Now let's move inside to this folder. So I will do learn, and now I'm inside this folder. I need to open this folder with the code editor. Okay, and make sure guys, the installation video you have seen, you have installed VS Code, Rust, and the environment which supports Rust, right? And yeah, so let's open here VS Code. So this is a command to open learn folder inside VS Code. If I hit enter, then our VS Code will be ready. That's perfectly fine, and it will take some time to load. It depends on your system configuration. If your system is perfect and fine, then it can open within seconds. Okay, okay, great. Now you can see our project is ready. Now let me zoom it a little bit. Yeah, I can trust it, and if I zoom it a little bit more to just show you, perfect. Now we have seen in previous videos like the exam, like we can say what exactly this file contains, that cargo.toml and gitignore, and what is main.js, like main.rs. So in this main.rs file we have our hello world function, right? So let me zoom it a little bit more to just show you properly. Okay, so you can see right now here we have one function that print hello world, and that's it, right? Now what we will see, we will create a document but before that we will see whether our things are running in terminal or not. So I will do control, I've opened the terminal here, and here let's see cargo run. If I hit enter, now you can see it has print the hello world. That's perfectly fine. Now let's see how we can create doc. Okay, and how we can create this thing in Rust. So to creating a documentation, we just simply go to the terminal and write here cargo doc. That's it. Oh, now no need to do anything, no need to write anything, just hit enter. Okay, now you can see it has started creating a documentation, and it has finished also in just 0.74 millisecond. Now if I open this documentation, okay, if I control click on this HTML1 file, then it will open it in my terminal, sorry, in my browser. Now you can see our browser is open, and let me zoom it itself here. So you can see there's one main function, and inside main function there's this thing. Okay, now you can see we don't able to understand what exactly this and like anything is not written about this function, what this function is doing and all, right? So what we will do, we will move to our VS code. So let's keep it side by side. So okay, so this is our code. Okay, so we will write here that okay, let's add some comments. Okay, as we have discussed in theory part that we need to add some comments to see proper documentation. Okay, we will write three slices. Okay, and whatever after this we will write, that will come inside the documentation just as a theory. Okay, so not just a theory, basically comments, anyone can read it and can understand what exactly this function is doing, right? Okay, so if I write now do here that this function will print hello world. Okay, now if I try to make a doc right now, and if I try to open it, then what do you think what this thing will do? Now you can see we have got it, this function will print hello world, means this is a function. Okay, and this is something that says that this function prints the hello world. Now you can see easily, if we are providing this docs basically an HTML code to anyone, then he can easily understand what exactly this function is doing. Someone read this function will print hello world. Now anyone can say, even a non-tech person also says that this function will print hello world. Okay, now we will go with the second option. Like this is something we have seen. Wow, fine. Now we will create another function. We will say add two number. Okay, add some, we will say, okay, add num. Okay, add num, and we will call this function. Okay, not right now. Okay, this is a function. Now you can see we are getting one error that we have never used. That's perfectly fine. Now we will take here, let num is equals to, we can say 2. Okay, and we can say let okay, guys, remember one thing. Right now, I'm just printing these lets. Uh, don't think like what is this. We will learn about these in upcoming videos. Okay, so I will take it as 3. Okay, now if I add these numbers, right? If I print it these numbers, so what do you think? Uh, what should be an output if I try to add these numbers? Anyway, like all are sure, like everyone is sure that these will be basically the output need to be 5, right? Everyone is aware about this thing, and perfect, that's even perfect. And if I do it right, this is a standard way of printing something in basically in Rust. Okay, and okay, fine. Now you can see we have printed the number whatever we are adding in our terminal. Okay, now if I try to run this project, cargo run, you can see I am not getting anything in our terminal, but I am getting some errors that this function is not used. That exactly the cargo is telling us, you are not using the function, how you can print it? Or whether like it's not telling us how can you print it, but it is telling that you are not using this function, so we need to use this function add num. Okay, and if I write here add num and do it like this, now if I again try to run it, cargo run, you can see I'm getting hello world and 5. That's perfectly fine because hello world is coming from here and 5 is coming from here. Right now if I uh, again create a docs, okay, create a doc, and if I open this website, like the documentation, you can see I am getting one add num. Basically this is a function, and again we are getting one function like main, and that main function says that this function will print hello world. That's perfectly fine. Now let's move again and do some changes, add one line of comment here. Okay, we will add one comment, and we says that this function will add two numbers. Okay, now again if I create the docs and open it, can you see now we are getting add num, as this function will add two numbers, and the another is main function. Now if we are giving this thing to anyone, right, now just to a friend or anyone, that he can easily understand that yes, add number function will add two numbers, right, and main function will add like print hello world. If I go inside this, then we will not see anything related to this. Okay, fine. Now because we can't give each function code inside documentation, but if we want to see the code, then we can come here and we can see the we have written this line of code. Perfect. So yeah, this is all guys in this video. If you face any issue in executing this 3 to 4 line of code or creating docs, just directly comment here, I will reply it. So yeah, that's all. I hope you have completely understand about the documentation, what is documentation, why documentation is special, and how we can create docs. Also we have seen the theory now, and yeah, this video can be long, but I am sure you have understood how can we create a docs in a proper way. Also if you was unaware about how we can print hello world in previous videos, now I am sure that you are clear, right? The video quality can be low, but yeah, that's fine, we are working on an HD. Okay, though, yeah, so that's all guys. Yeah, thank you, we'll catch up in next video.